Hey Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Sunday, February 14th. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. The heart of your reading, we have Death and the Empress reversed. Okay, two stories here. One of them is quite difficult. So trigger warning for those of you. Part of this reading is going to be about a miscarriage. One interpretation is going through a major transformation of not believing in yourself, the creative qualities that you have, the ability to be creative. I'm getting quite a creative vibe off of that story. Someone who has a lot of talent but doesn't quite believe in themselves is going through a metamorphosis to become more confident and more, saying more creative doesn't quite hit it on the head. It's like the creativity is there, but it's not quite being expressed or believed in or celebrated. And that's being changed. For someone out there, this is specifically about losing a pregnancy or losing a child. Meaning either losing a pregnancy or losing a child that's been born. Okay. Your challenge is the King of Wands reversed. Feeling disempowered. For both scenarios. Feeling like this takes all your power away. You don't feel... Okay, so for the creative person, this is... The process of creation frustrates you, and that's tied up in your lack of self-belief. Whenever you... Say if you're a painter, whenever you put brush to canvas, there's this like knee-jerk reaction to frustration. You might be setting a standard for yourself that's unrealistic. It might be helpful to experience the creative process of other people that you admire. See all of the bumps along the way, that there's a lot of mistakes, there's a lot of first drafts that are integral to the process of creation. And you might be looking at your first draft and comparing it to someone else's masterpiece. For those of you who have lost a child, it's feeling like you are powerless to do anything about it, and you feel like you should have been there for them. A deep part of you wanted to be able to protect them, and you weren't able to, and that's really difficult for you. Show me Cancer's focus. King of Pentacles. I feel like you're pouring yourself into your work. You still have responsibilities. Yeah. I'm just thinking for both sides of this interpretation. It's like you have to provide for your household or you have to pay the bills, those obligations are in place. So if you're the creative, you're rationalizing not devoting more time and attention to your creative endeavors, because you're like, well, I'm being responsible. I'm working so hard just to make ends meet and pay the bills. It would be frivolous for me to spend time that I could be working, or you know what I mean. And for those of you who have lost a child, this is about finding a distraction, similar in that it feels like a distraction. But in this regard, it's like I want to say pseudo-healthy distraction. You're like, well, I have to keep waking up and living life. I have to keep doing life. I have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And it's, at this moment in time, it's a healthy choice to just focus on my responsibilities. And that is giving me purpose. It's keeping me grounded. Show me the energy of the recent past. 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to pull clarifier on that. It's having to do with your independence. Feeling like you have enough. Not feeling like you have enough. The Moon, the Ace of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, for the creative. Sure, I like doing this thing, but is it responsible to do it if I don't know how to make money at it? It would be frivolous for me to buy canvases and paint and spend all this time and energy in doing something that I don't even know if anyone would buy my painting. I wouldn't even know how to go about selling it. It's that sort of like more rationalization as to why not to be creative, but taking it from another angle. Because I see taking this flame, this spark, this passion, this inspiration, talent, and throwing it into an abyss of I don't know. It's like, here are all the unknown factors. This is a place where I can hide my passion. Like, okay, there it goes. Too many unknowns surrounding it now. I don't have to look at it. I don't have to worry about it. The Moon is the archetype of the mother. I feel like this is the vision, the dream that you had for your child's future. And looking at it now, like, what do I do with this dream now? I envisioned them being strong and independent and living a life of happiness and abundance, filled with passion, and that light has been extinguished. What do I do with that now? Guys, I know this is a heavy topic and that side of the reading isn't for everyone. I thank you for rolling with this, because I do feel like it's going to be important for the people that it does resonate with. So thank you. The energy of the environment is the star in reverse. It's hope. It's spirit trying to insert hope into the situation. They're not doing it with a shout, they're doing it with a whisper. Gently. For the creative, this also carries the connotation of inspiration and destiny. Like your mission in life, your purpose in life, the special quality that's within you that you're meant to share with the world. The universe is like, okay, this is the thing, remember. And it's like they're not pushing you off a cliff into free fall in order to seize your dream, but they're not letting up on you either. They're just reminding me that this is representative of your energy as well. Of course. I don't rely too heavily on the zodiac connotations of the cards, but when it's relevant, I'll bring it up. In the near future, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. You have a lot of momentum going in a certain direction right now that is going to be changing. It's like, that's why Spirit's being so soft with you, with this star energy of like, be hopeful. Because I've heard the analogy given that when someone is, I think they used a skiing analogy. Those of you familiar with Abraham Hicks, this is something that I heard in one of Esther's speeches or channelings. So if someone's skiing downhill and they trip and they're falling, you wouldn't yell out to them, you stop doing that right now, stop falling, because they have some momentum going. And her or their, she channels a collective consciousness called Abraham. So I can refer to her as her, or I can refer to them as they. Take that as it resonates for you, for your belief system. The analogy is useful whether or not you believe in what she does. That someone who has momentum in a certain direction, that momentum needs to play out. And that's okay. It's not a failure to continue falling down the hill when you've been knocked off your feet. It's like, well, that has to happen for the situation to resolve, and then you can pick yourself up and deal with the fallout of that. Are you injured? Is there anything broken? Like, what needs to be addressed? Maybe you're totally fine. You can stand up and continue skiing in that example. So the reason why I explain that, I felt like that's the energy that they're talking about here with, you have some momentum going right now, and that's okay. But the direction that you're headed is sort of like falling. And when this momentum like comes to another analogy would be like a train putting on some real like cloud brakes, like very gentle brakes on a train. Like, okay, the train needs to run out of steam. It's going to continue going until all of the fuel is spent. I don't know if I'm mixing train analogies here. But it's like, okay, we're going to slow it down. That's the energy that I'm getting off of the momentum being reversed, with the intention of getting you on a new track. so for the creative, I think that the universe is pushing you onto a more creative track, but gently and slowly. And also gently and slowly for those of you in the other story. But that energy is more like you need to complete the falling. There's momentum behind it. That energy will run out, leaving you free to focus on other things in the future. This is saying in the near future. Show me surprise energy for Cancer. Knight of Swords reversed. This is talking about speed. All right, so this is a slowdown in the direction that you're headed. And this is jumping onto a fast track in a new direction. There's not going to be a lot of waiting around. Once you resolve the energy that you're in, the new energy is going to be at a totally different pace, much faster pace. Your hopes and fears, we have the Four of Wands. You either want to set and attain a short-term goal, or there's a goal that you already have that you really want to reach. If you have a specific goal for yourself that feels out of reach right now, that's what we're talking about here. All I want is to just achieve X. Show me the end result. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is a continuation of the King of Wands energy reverse that we have as your challenge. It's saying you will no longer feel disempowered. The Knight can do something about it. The Knight takes action, even in the reverse, even if he's stifled, even if he's limited or restrained, he can still take action. Meaning whatever it is that you are, if you have pent up creativity, or when you try to create, it frustrates you, you can push through that. You can actually use that in your art. Maybe paint something, paint an abstract about anger. Like if you feel the frustration, maybe you're a songwriter and you're having like, what's the term for like a block on a creative block? Writer's block or that sort of energy. Write about writer's block. Write about the inability to create. It's like the frustration itself could feed the creativity. And for those of you not in the creative camp, this is talking about being able to what is this? Release your frustrations. It feels very cathartic. It feels like I have a vague idea. I'm not even sure if this exists, but I think that it might. They're giving me the concept of like a scream tank. Well, I know something exists that's like you can rent time in a room where you can just break everything. Like they give you like, I don't know, like a baseball bat and various other devices to like get out some aggression in a physical sense. It feels like, you know, like screaming at the moon, that sort of energy, but in a place that feels safe. And the release is very cathartic. Let's get you some advice. How can Cancer make use of these energies for their highest and best good? We have one out. They're asking me to take another one. Okay. We have the Hanged Man in reverse and the Two of Cups reversed. This is saying don't get stuck in this energy. The disconnection that you're feeling emotionally right now is going to pass. There will be something when you re-engage with life, or when you re-engage with your inner creative, there will be something that you will want to commit to emotionally, and it will be a positive experience where the love you give is returned. It'll be a very rewarding experience of love. For some of you, it's going to be some sort of tribute. Because now they're giving me someone creating an art piece. They've been blocked on using their creativity because of the passing of a child, and creating an art piece as tribute to their child. Okay, Cancer, I hope this helped. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye.